welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Sophie and today I'm going to be doing a little Q&A. I don't think I've done that on this channel before, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, someone asked to do a Q&A, so here I am doing the Q&A. I've had a few questions which are really kind, and I'm just going to get straight into it. Oh, you know what I've just realised? I've copied and pasted all the questions into a Notion document and I haven't put people's names, so I don't know who asked me these questions. If I do another Q&A, I'll do another Q&A if I hit 1,000 subscribers, if that ever happens. But if I do that, then I will say who asked me the questions, because that would be nice, wouldn't it? But anyway, let's answer the first question. I do remember this is from my friend Megan, and she just asked me what my favourite awards were, like the Oscars, Emmys, etc. I don't know if she means in terms of fashion, because that's often what she likes to ask me about with the Oscars and stuff, fashion. So I think it would be the Oscars are my favourite, just because, look at me, just because everyone, it's like the big one, isn't it? Like the Academy Awards are the ones that everyone dresses up, they're like, they save their best dress for, and everyone's just so excited. And I mean, you get like the most, I feel like the most stuff happens during that awards. So yeah, I would have to say the Oscars are my favourite. I do like the BAFTAs though, because it's nice to see everyone on British soil and see what's going on there. But yeah, the Oscars. And then I do remember the next one is from my friend as well. So that's what motivated you to stay consistent every week. You're so inspiring. I'm not sure I am inspiring, but I'll answer the question. So I found it really hard with 2 channels to stay consistent. The vlog channel I find a lot easier to be consistent, because I kind of just pick up the camera throughout the week whenever inspiration or something strikes, or something happens and I want to update you, and yeah, it just sort of happens quite naturally. And then every Sunday I know I've got to edit it. That can sometimes be a source of challenge, editing the vlog, but it's kind of a routine now, so it's not really motivation, it's more the discipline. Whereas when I had my other channel, and I'm alluding to that because I have decided to RIP the other channel, and just move forward with this one, which is why this video is on this channel. So yeah, the other channel I found really hard to stay consistent for, because my upload days were every Tuesday and then every Friday maybe. Well, not every Friday, but like if I had enough content I would upload on a Friday as well. But I just found it so hard managing both channels, that one kind of, yeah, it got a bit neglected. So I think having one channel going forward should help me to be a bit more consistent, she says. We'll see if that rings true. But I guess the reason I'm fairly consistent is just because I love it so much, and it's such an escapism to be able to just come on and chat and make videos. And it's something that I grew up doing as well. If you don't know, I've been doing this in various forms on YouTube. I've been doing videos since I was 13, so that's 17 years ago. And yeah. Okay, next question. What is your earliest memory, and what did you want to be when you grew up? So my earliest memory, I don't even know if this is real. I think it's like from a TV program or something, but I have this memory, and it's really distinct, of it being like snowy, and then there being a crow that like flies around and like lands in the snow. And I have no idea if that's like something I've made up or if it's real, but that's what I think of as my earliest memory. Otherwise, I actually lived in France when I was younger, and I remember sometimes at school, like I remember I lived there until I was about 5, from about 2 to 5. So I remember being at school and my teacher being a crocodile and chasing us around the like school hall. I remember that. And I also remember being in France and getting my desk for my birthday. I've still got that desk upstairs in my room. My parents shipped it over, so I've still got it in my room, and I remember getting that. So I think those are my earliest memories that I know are like definitely happened. Yeah. Oh, and then what did I want to be when I grew up? I wanted to be, well, this kind of developed but mainly stayed the same. The one thing I've always wanted to be was an actress. I always wanted to do acting, and the only reason I think I didn't go into acting is because I was a bit scared, and a bit, my parents didn't pressure me not to go into acting or anything like that, but they kind of were like, you're fairly intelligent and you could go to uni and stuff like that. And I remember doing my GCSEs, which are our main exams that you do when you're 16 in the UK, and you had like a little form and the different columns, and you had to pick one subject in each column, and geography, which was my best subject at school, and drama were in the same column, so I could only pick one. And I remember going to the open evening and the geography teachers being like, well, Sophie's going to do geography, like she has to do geography because she's like amazing at geography. And yeah, I kind of let myself get pressured into doing geography rather than drama. As you can tell, I hold quite a lot of resentment about me not pursuing drama because it's something that I was really passionate about. But the other thing I wanted to do was writing. I wanted to be an author. Ever since I read Harry Potter, I think I wanted to write my own story, and I was coming up with stories all the time. And that's kind of something that I still want to do today. That's kind of like a goal of mine, is to publish a book, to publish my story that I've been writing for about 10 years now. And then the other thing that I wanted to do was YouTube, and that was from about the age of 12. I think I started watching YouTube when I was about 12 and then started uploading when I was 13. So yes, those are the things I wanted to do when I was younger. That's what I wanted to do when I grew up, and I'm technically doing YouTube and writing, I'm just not getting paid for it. So yeah, I'm kind of doing it, but not as like a career, if that makes sense. This one is a bit heated. This one says, why do you pronounce free and free the same? It's very confusing. So free as in the number and free as in freedom. I do pronounce them the same. I don't know how to not pronounce them the same. I've tried, ever since I got this comment, I've been trying like to say them differently. And in my head I can tell the difference, but when I say it, it doesn't sound like a difference. So I apologise that it's very confusing, but I don't know what I can do. I spoke to my mum and she thinks it might just be a local dialect thing, but I'm not sure. Yeah, sorry. The next question was, how tall are you? I'm 5'3.5", I was told, so I always just say I'm 5'3". The doctor who did my measurement said I was towards the half, the 5'3.5". I think he was trying to make me feel better because I mentioned that I didn't like being short, but it's not actually that short. I think that's pretty much the average for a woman, the average height for a woman, but I feel short. The next question is, what did you study at university? I've been really fortunate that I've been to university twice. I've got 2 degrees. My first degree was when I went, the first time I got my Bachelor of Arts, and that was in business management with geography. I took both subjects, and then in the last year you could either have both equal or you could like major and minor in one. So business became, I wanted to do geography originally actually, and the university I went to didn't offer geography on its own. You had to do it with a different subject, so I ended up picking business just because I thought it sounded like the most practical one. And I actually am so grateful that I did that, because it became my favourite by far compared to geography. And yeah, it was just such good luck because my lecturers were incredible, the friends I made were good as well, and yeah, it was good. I said the friends I made were good as well, but I only actually keep in touch with 2 friends from that course, which is quite sad, but that's, you know, life. And then the second time I went to university was recently. Actually, it wasn't recently now. I went 2019 to 2020 and I did my master's degree, and I did international luxury marketing, which is a bit of a mouthful. And the reason I did that is because I wasn't very happy at my job at the time, after the job that I got after doing my first degree, and I always wanted to do marketing, but I didn't do marketing at the first degree because I heard through the rumour mill that you had to do a 20 to 30 minute presentation if you did the marketing module. I was painfully shy at that point, and yeah, I hated presentations. I'm still not a big fan, but I absolutely despised them. And the idea of doing that was so scary that I just didn't even do marketing because of that. And it was always something I regretted. And at one point I was like, maybe I could go back to university, do some marketing, and I stumbled across the international luxury marketing degree. And it was like a dream degree. It was all about luxury, all about marketing, and it was just so exciting. So I did that. That was a very long-winded answer, but yeah, I hope you appreciated that. And then someone replied to that comment saying, what are some of your fondest memories from your time at university? This is a bit hard to answer from the first. Well, they were both a bit of a rocky ride. The first degree that I did, my mental health was really bad. I hadn't got a diagnosis or anything for my mental health at that point, and it was only in the first year that I got my first. They first thought that there was something wrong, and I didn't get on with my flatmates and stuff in the first year. I won't say I was bullied, but they were very unkind. And yeah, so it was a bit of a struggle, the first degree, I'm not gonna lie, but the second degree I have quite a lot of fond memories, even though we went into lockdown in the second degree and I had to finish it from home. But when I was at the university doing the degree, I met incredible friends, and yeah, what are my fondest memories? We went to a few different trips. I went to Oxford Brookes University, so we were based around Oxford and Buckinghamshire and those kind of areas. So we went on a trip to Blenheim Palace, which was amazing. To speak to the marketing people at Blenheim Palace was absolute dream. We went to the Porsche Experience Centre and we did Porsche marketing stuff. And we went to Christ Church College in Oxford, and we're able to have a little tour and listen to how they do their marketing. And yeah, it was just, doing that with friends was so exciting and so rewarding. And then I have a few questions from the same person. So it said, did you ever have any imaginary friends? And I don't think I did, actually. I'm going to ask my mum if she remembers. Mum, did I ever have an imaginary friend? No. I think because, and this is another question, also what's the age difference between you and your brother, is that because I had a younger brother, I didn't always need one because I had someone there. Oh, hello. Sorry, the dog just appeared. I had someone to play with and look after. So the age difference between me and my brother is about 5.5 years. And he is just everything to me. He is like my favourite person. He's amazing. Yeah. And then what was your favourite toy? This is hard. I really liked Polly Pocket, didn't I, Mum?
Yeah.
I think that's probably what I would say. I had quite a lot. I was very lucky. I had quite a lot of Polly Pocket stuff. But then when I got my own computer, I used to play The Sims and stuff like that. So like that's like a computer game more than a toy, but you know what I'm trying to say. And then the last question slash comment that I got was this one, and it says, I have a question. Because you went to the Chanel exhibition and you mentioned another one in that video, is fashion an interest of yours, or do you work in fashion? I just wondered because it seems like something you're really interested in. And yeah, I mentioned just now that I did luxury marketing. A part of that was learning about some fashion luxury marketing and stuff like that. Fashion is an interest of mine. You can't tell because I always wear just t-shirts and leggings for comfort, because I'm not happy for my body and stuff like that, but that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, I love fashion. I talk about it a lot in terms of like the awards season and stuff. Me and my friend Megan talk about it, and then yeah, I'm a big fashion fan. Like, I love watching period drama and looking at the fashion in that. I love watching sorry, the dog just jumped on the chair behind me. Yeah, I'm a big fashion fan. I follow all the luxury brands that I like and keep up to date. I know if I ever won the lottery, I know exactly what I'd be buying first from these luxury brands. And yeah, I think I'm on a weight loss journey at the moment, if you didn't know. So hopefully I'm going to lose a bit more weight soon. But yeah, I am looking forward to losing a bit more weight and then being able to buy some clothes. I think that's my main motivator at the moment, is being able to fit into clothes that I think are more my fashion taste than just boring outfits that I just throw on. And those are all the questions that I could find. I asked in a few different places for questions, so I don't know if I managed to find all of them. If you did have a question and I haven't answered them, please put it below and I will answer it in the comments. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone who asked me a question. I really appreciate it. I was a bit overwhelmed that I actually got like questions other than just from my friends and my family. So yeah, that was really sweet of you. Thank you very much, and yeah, I will see you on this channel for another video soon. I can't remember which order this is going up in, so I'm not sure what's coming next, but yeah, do subscribe if you're interested and then you can see what's coming next. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching and I will see you again soon for another one.